Hearts of the Fathers. The word holistic is characterized by the belief that the parts of something are interconnected and can be explained only by reference to the whole. The whole refers to an organism, in other words, the church. So holistic means the same thing. As Ephesians 4:16, when each member does his or her part, it causes growth for the body for itself in love. Penetration. How can we increase our effectiveness in the field of work right in our neighborhood? The solution demands a holistic approach and a strategic vision of what can be achieved. Holistic approach to all people in order to minister to the whole person. Characterized by the treatment of the whole person, taking into account mental and social factors, rather than just the symptoms of an illness. We cannot compartmentalize Christianity. We cannot compartmentalize the whole person into different parts of the week when they live 24/7. Activation of God's people. The problems to overcome: overt independence, compartmentalized schedules, lifestyles, individualism, capitalistic, materialistic. Since we live non-agrarian, we've all been conditioned or modified to be like the rich and have need of nothing. So we look like the following: the elite, the rich, the upper middle class, and then you have the poor. It then becomes impossible to see the whole person in any group because we've all been classified and do not understand each other. We see the book of James devoted specifically to call the whole church to action. God did not design men to be compartmentalized, but relational 24/7, not intermittent 3 times a week. Without a growing relationship with Christ, we would have no personal relationship with Him, no family, no church, no city, no county, no state, no country, no world. Take notice, if we are compartmentalized, classified, and separated, then we will anoint an antichrist as a world leader. And that is where this is all going. So how do we respond? As a church, we serve the community of people God has already exposed. We learn to see them how God sees them. The Bible tells us how. Is this not the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Isaiah 58:6. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh? Isaiah 58:7. Then your light shall break forth like the morning, your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Isaiah 58:8. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and He will say, Here I am. If you take away the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and speaking wickedness. Isaiah 58:9. If you extend your soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then your light shall dawn in the darkness, and your darkness shall be as the noonday. Isaiah 58:10. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in drought and strengthen your bones. You shall be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. Isaiah 58:11. Those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations. And you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. Isaiah 58:12. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Matthew 25:35-36. Then the righteous will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? Or when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you? Matthew 25:37-39. And the king will answer and say to them, Assuredly I say to you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me. Matthew 25:40. Hearts of the fathers, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he will turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and strike the earth with a curse. Malachi 4:5-6.